Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be making semi-hot commercial laundry bath soap. Okay, and one of the oils I'll be using is my tallow, that is the animal fat I rendered. Okay, this is the animal fat, that is I'll be using 70 to 80% of it. Then I will add it up with palm kernel oil. Okay, you may be asking, why do I always use animal fat? Why do I always use animal fat? It's because that is the cheapest oil I can get. Okay, but if you are in a country like people that are in Uganda, Malaysia, that have palm oil, okay, that have access to palm oil very cheap, okay, they can use it. But here where I am, animal fat is cheaper than palm oil. Okay, I'll start measuring out the oil here. What I'm measuring out now is the palm kernel oil that I talked about. Okay, make sure you are getting a good and unadulterated oil. Okay, because this PKO oil, there are fake ones circulating everywhere. All right, so I measured that out. That is like I said before, I'll be using 25 to 30% of the PKO. Okay, I've added that into my oil, and I'll go ahead and dissolve my caustic soda. Okay, while my tallow is on the fire melting. All right, so I'll measure out my water. You know how it works here when it comes to dissolving of caustic soda. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, that is the first thing every soap maker should learn. Okay, how to dissolve your caustic soda. If you don't know how to do that, chat me up. I'm going to put you through, because I'm not going to start explaining that in this video, so that this video will not be a long one. Okay, this is the oil, the water for the caustic soda. I'll keep that aside. Then I will measure out my caustic soda. Okay, mind you, in this process, in this semi-hot, you can use a soaked lye for this production. Okay, you can dissolve your caustic soda during the production. You can use the one you have already dissolved. Okay, maybe the one that have stayed for weeks, for months. All right, okay, but here I choose to dissolve my caustic soda immediately. So this is the actual quantity I'll be needing. Okay, let it not exceed with even 0.1%, because this chemical is very, very harsh. Okay, now my tallow has melted, and I'm going to measure that and add it into the PKO, so that both of them will heat up together. Even if you have measured them out and it gets cold at room temperature, there's no problem. Since this is semi-hot, okay, the heat from the caustic soda is going to heat everything up for you. All right, I'm adding it into the PKO. That is the actual quantity I'll be needing for this production. All right, so I'll mix it up. Make sure that I mix it up for everything to mix very well. Okay, then I'll shift it aside. Then I will dissolve my caustic soda, because we actually needed this lye to be very hot. Okay, so I'll mix it now, and please make sure you are working with your hand glove. Okay, I can work my way through, but please make sure you are putting on your hand glove. If you don't have a hand glove, get a nylon bag and wear it. Secure it with a rubber band. I've said this in one of my videos, all right, so that it will not splash on you, because this lye is very, very corrosive. Okay, so that has been completely dissolved. I'm going to add it into the oil for it to, okay, from this point now, please watch me very well. Okay, watch what I'm doing here from this point. Watch so that you not make mistake while producing yours. Okay, I'm adding the lye into the oil. Okay, can you see? And I'll make sure that I mix it very, very well. Make sure that even if it's thickening up, no problem, just mix it very well. Make sure that everything mixes up very, very well. You don't want to see one side of the soap having oil, the other side, mixed well. Okay, can you see how it is like apple puree, like a puree? Okay, that is how yours should be. Or like watery pap, those that know that knows pap, those that came from where I am from. Okay, this is how watery pap is, and this is how puree is. Okay, then I'm going to cover it up. If your container does not have a cover, you can use a nylon, a waterproof, or a bag, something that is thicker, or a blanket, something that is thick, that will help the heat to generate. Okay, and you keep it for some time. This is about 2 minutes. Can you see the soap has risen? And this is one of the reason I love this semi hot. It makes your soap to rise. Can you see? I've not added any filler, just the oil and the lye. Okay, can you see the soap is becoming thick? Okay, but it is not yet done. Okay, I'm going to still cover it and leave it for some time for it to cook well, because this method needs the heat from inside, from within the soap, to cook the soap. Okay, but if it's hot method requires an external heat. Okay, but this method, you need the heat from the soap itself. So I'm going to cover it, and I'll come back and look at it again. And as I'm waiting for it to cook, this is my palm oil, my raw palm oil. Like I always say, I love using raw palm oil as my color, because my customers, they love the color. Okay, but if you want your soap to have a brown color, please go get a brown color, either water soluble color or oil soluble color. Get either of the two. If it is oil soluble color that you get, dissolve it in oil. Okay, now this is the soap, how it is now. This is how it has become. This stage now is called gelling. The soap has gelled. Can you see? It's now like a gel. Okay, like drawing. It's now sticky. You either get that or you get this. Okay, this is the complete, this particular one gelled very, very well. Okay, you either get the two textures. Then you go ahead and add your color, the color that you, if you want your soap to have a green color, if you want your soap to come out with a pink color, this is the time you add your color. Okay, after adding the color, you add in if you're using a foaming booster or a foaming agent like sulfonic acid, SLS, Hexapon, this is the time you add it. You, after mixing the color very well, you add in your fragrance. Okay, you add in your silicate as well. Okay, any other thing that you want to add, you add it at this stage. If you want to add soda ash, this is, you add the soda ash either at this stage or before you add your color. Okay, but I did not use soda ash for this particular production. Okay, now what I added now is my fragrance. Remember, fragrance is as you desire, any fragrance of your choice. Okay, there's so many strong fragrances that you can use so that your soap can retain the fragrance. Okay, I'm now adding in alcohol, which is optional. The reason why I'm adding alcohol is I want the soap to be to liquidify. Okay, before pouring it into the mold. All right, it is optional. Okay, pouring your soap into the mold before I added the alcohol, it is still okay, but I just choose to add alcohol because I have it. All right, I have it in excess. Okay, but it is optional. If you have alcohol, you can try. If you don't have alcohol, your soap will still come out fine and good. All right, so I'll go ahead and add it into my mold. Make sure that your mold is on a level ground. All right, place your mold on a level ground. Then you pour your soap into your mold and you mold it when the soap hardens. Okay, this is all with the semi-hot method. I want to see yours, and I want to show me how it turned out. Okay, can you see how beautiful the soap is? Can you see? That is how I want yours to come out too. Okay, the next video is going to be hot method. Okay, and remember, after pouring your soap into the mold, you can cover it up, and I like doing that for extra heat. Okay, we've come to the end of this video. If today is your first time of seeing this channel, you are welcome. I love you. I welcome you from the bottom of my heart. If you are a returning subscriber, you have been coming back, thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and I am not taking that for granted. Bye.